He's Calvin.
He's Sahil.
And this is our Water PSA. Hello and welcome to the next biggest thing on national TV. I'm your host, Peter Griffin, and welcome to Water or Drought. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Now, the rules of the game are pretty simple. Every episode we have a contestant come in, and he's asked a series of questions about water pollution. Seems easy. Yeah, I'd hope so. But the catch is, if the contestant is unable to answer a question successfully, or for that matter, if me, the host, is ever able to not successfully answer a question, the contestant or host must drink polluted water. Now in today's episode, we have an array of water. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together and bring in George Luther III. Yeah. Woo! Good to have you on the show. Alright, let's get started really fast. Right. So, tell me, how does bacteria get into your water?
People spit in the water, right?
Not even close. And in fact, let's have you taste some. Here you go.
Alright.
Tell me, how does it taste?
No. No.
You'll be experiencing diarrhea and vomiting within 6 hours. Now, I'd like to mention a few facts for our viewers. You should know that bacteria is not always a bad thing. In fact, the Yoplait that most of our viewers are eating currently actually contains probiotics that are good for your health. However, bacteria come from sewage and animal feces and human feces, and when those get into your water systems, that can be detrimental to human health. Now, what can be done for bacteria? Well, cities and towns can improve their sewage systems. Also, farmers are able to develop better ways to manage their livestock. Manure, especially manure, right?
Yes. You're right.
Way to go, George.
Okay. Mr. Griffin, can I ask you a question?
Sure thing. I did invent this show.
What water is this?
Well, we like to call it water with dirt contaminants. Do you know anything about that?
Dirt in the water, basically, right?
Yeah. Or if you like, you could talk about nutrients in the water. Whatever you prefer.
All right. Okay. I think as a farmer, I think I know a lot about nutrients in the water.
Oh, great. So tell us about it before I make you drink it on national TV.
Okay. Nutrients in the water come from herbicides and pesticides, and they come from agricultural runoff. And as a result, the nitrogen and phosphorus get in the water, and thus causes algal blooms, which causes eutrophication in the water. Wow,
that's
right?
a big word for a farmer.
Eutrophication.
Wow.
Woo!
I'm impressed.
All right. Since I outsmarted you, I think you got to drink this, right?
Don't mind if I do.
All right.
Now, do you happen to know what this can do to human health? I mean, it's just nutrients, right?
Well, I mean, over excess nutrients is really bad for you. I believe it'll cause human health.
We'll find out in episode 2.
Okay.
Whoa. Anyways, so let's move on to the third thing. Do you know what dirt does for your body? Or sorry, for water?
Dirt clouds up the water, I think. Does it also? I don't know.
Well, dirt is actually listed as the #1 cause of pollution in our rivers and streams. What happens is when water pushes down on dirt, we have soil runoff, and the nitrates and phosphates that lie within the dirt can go into the water, clogging the gills of fish and even suffocating them. Now, where does all of this come from? It comes from trees and shrubs that are on the surface of the earth. Now, what's being done to control this? The solution is to stop the dirt from getting into the stream in the first place by disturbing as little land as possible.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
So,
I
guess I have to drink? Okay.
Yeah. How is it?
Oh, it tastes like earthworms. Very good.
Hey, that's a new flavor. Wow, a second sip, a third sip. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Now, before we let you go, we do want to let the audience know about 2 acts, just so they know that their water is actually safe. The Safe Drinking Act is a main federal law that ensures that American drinking water is safe for your consumption. It sets standards for drinking water. A second act set by Congress in 1974 was called the SWA, aka the Safe Drinking Water Act. Now, we have clean water here to show you. Now, if I was a bad host, I would go ahead and drink this. However, I have something better. Straight from Catalina Island, a water bottle.
Wow.
Do you know why this is good?
No.
Because it's better to not use a water bottle than to recycle it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time that we have for today. If you have any questions, please give me a text message or follow me on Twitter. Thank you. I'm Peter Griffin.
And I'm George Luther III.
And this is Water
or Drought.
Welcome back, folks, and welcome to the post-game analysis. Now, in the post-game analysis, it's really simple. Anyone who asks me a question on Twitter is offered the opportunity to give me a shout-out and ask me a question. Now, I've received 3 questions from viewers on TV, and I'm going to address them really fast. The first is Alejandra from Compton, California. She asks, what is point and non-point pollution? It's pretty simple, Alejandra. Point source pollution means that you can identify the source of where the pollution is coming from. Now, examples of sources could include pipes, ditches, or ships, or even factories from where the pollution is coming from. Non-point pollution comes from indirect sources like agricultural runoff, mining waste, and even industrial activity. It's virtually impossible to trace where all of this pollution comes from. The second question that we have is from Virginia, who lives in Idaho. This is going viral, I'm very glad. She asked about the Clean Water Act. She said she wanted to know a little bit more, and I'd like to tell her this. According to research done by our very own Scott Smith, he says that point source water pollution is largely regulated through the Clean Water Act, which allows the EPA to set limits on the acceptable amount of pollutants that can be discharged into the waters of the U.S. So, I want to leave you guys with this. If you want to keep your water the way it looks right now in this cup, you got to make sure that you conserve it. Now, tactics include using bottles for your water, not water bottles that are sold commercially, and turning off the water when you're not using it. This is Peter Griffin, out.